controlling the masses.
And we're back. Hello, everyone. This is Jeff, definitely Jeff, and this is Measured Response, a Netrunner call-in show. There's no other person here. It's me, Jeff, also known as Ysengrin. I have no one else to say hi to. Yeah, that's it.
Hi, Safer. This bit probably would work better if I had turned on cameras, but given that we are in the same space, we could in theory have done that, but...
I was fine with it. I was thought we were going to do cameras. And then...
Oh, okay.
We don't have to.
I think I might even... Let's see if I have... the ominous face screen is showing up to me. Let me... Hold on.
Ominous face screen.
Well, actually, no, it's even better. It's FCAE because I apparently typed it too quickly.
Nice. So yeah, I'm in Boston for Mega Cities, which I will be playing in, and haven't gotten my ticket yet. Sorry, Kevin.
Oh, I think I also haven't gotten my ticket yet because I am also a good citizen of the local community.
I think we are being the typical Netrunner players here.
Yes.
I've gotten my world's ticket though. I did do that. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is good. Actually, a lot of people have. Enough people that I had to contact the venue and reorganize our space. Whoa. Okay, yeah, we're huge. Hello, everyone.
We're
we
the
are
biggest.
In the same space. I should have probably thought about maybe changing or anything, not looking like a schlump, but
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
We can be schlumps together. I
Yeah,
think that
exactly.
the back of my head, I'm not going to show it. It looks ridiculous right now.
Yeah, cool.
I gave myself a haircut. It was a bad idea.
Oh, well, I am weeks overdue for a haircut. Also not a great idea.
Yeah, and yet still somehow it's better than jagged pieces in the back of your head. You know?
Yeah, so we've got some replay reviews. I was going to try and make some for myself, but I did actually play some games on JNet. And I think in one of them, I entirely forgot to include a win condition card in my runner deck. So just couldn't do anything when I ran the cache. And then the next two games, I had a toddler emergency happen in both of them. And so I said, all right, that's the world speaking to me. That's the time I have for trying to get good replay reviews. And also, while I enjoy playing Arasana, I don't think it's not the most transferable set of replay review skills.
Maybe not the most. But like Ari, I think it's good to check out different runners and see how they play.
Yeah.
And I think that there are some things that are transferable. It's just not all of the things.
I need to remember, and Eric, if you're watching this, and remember to bring an extra iPhone tripod camera thing. I might try and record some of my games from this weekend.
Oh, and that would be good.
Replay reviews of that stuff.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
Yeah. So
that's replay reviews of in-person games.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. But yeah. I think I think we've got two replays, so I'm assuming we will blow past an hour without any issues.
I'm sure that we're up to that task.
Hey, Eric. Yeah, I mean, you probably actually want to use your camera for your own footage and stuff, so I won't. But I will. So maybe I'll send Ben off to go and pick something up tomorrow. Find some store and get a weird mount.
I mean, sure, I can do that.
Or I can look at Amazon tonight and get something in time.
We got a little bit of time to kill tomorrow. So
yeah. Cool. Well then, I'll try and get something else. Let's see. And we're gonna disappear for a second for a replay, and then I'm gonna re-add us and resize things. We have two replays that I'm planning to get through today. What even is deck? I like. I am such a bad Netrunner person these days, where I like don't check Netrunner DB on a daily basis.
I think we can cover.
Or even weekly basis,
Can we cover chat? Oh, maybe it's worse to cover chat.
Uh
It was like thinking.
here. You mean
Yeah,
here?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we probably can
We can
because
cover
we're
chat.
yeah
Because we're gonna tell you what's
What's happening.
happened.
yeah.
I guess we just have to remember to call out the
Yeah.
accesses and stuff like that.
Let's make sure.
Amazon might be able to get you a gooseneck overnight.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
it's the
67 card off.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Instead
mean,
of
that's
69. I love how 67 is somehow funnier now than 69.
yeah.
I mean,
I guess.
not for us, but like
for the younger
kids, for the
folks,
kids,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, for the cool hip ones.
Yeah.
Man, I feel old, and I'm feeling old because I'm talking to people who are fresh PhDs and going, "Oh my goodness, you're so much younger than me," and they're not even that many years younger than me in reality. But it's just like,
well, fresh PhD students are babies.
yeah,
They are babies. They might have had more time in the cooker,
yeah,
but that they were in a little isolated bubble.
yeah, and also in science PhDs, they just like, oh boy.
Yeah.
If you want to do a science PhD, it's really good for your long-term career, but
You will not be an adult.
You won't be an adult, and you'll be you're an
people.
you're effectively an indentured servant for
That is
several
also true.
years. Anyway, I'm sure people are here for my hot takes on the science and academic field, but we are here for Netrunner, at least nominally. So
we have SSJ Speed Racer playing Seb up against Milius U. And I think the first most important thing that we have to talk about is this wild background choice. What in the world is this? How in the world do you play your games like this?
yeah,
Immediate foul.
yeah. This is just so people are clear. If we switch to spectator view, it's something else. If we switch to court view, it's yet another thing. So I am pretty certain that this is the background that SSJ Speed Racer has chosen to load and have in the background while they're playing JNet.
It is funny, but oh, so distracting.
Yeah. So for those of you, we are going to continue to try to make this friendly to audio listeners. And so for those of you that are listening to this as an audio only, you're welcome. And
yeah, Game of Droids being like, oh, we always recorded the same space. Yes, of course. Yes. All right. So how much Seb have you played?
N of less than 5, I think.
Great. I can be the expert for this one.
Is this absolutely not your background? Wait, okay, now I have to go and figure out what the heck. It's not my background.
It's not your background.
I'm gonna have to. I wonder if this is something from Lost Geeks Replay Anonymizer.
I can see that, but the other one was anonymized too, right?
And yeah, it didn't have this. Yeah.
It was like no image. So.
Oh, I use a custom image. I assume this is what JNet's defaults to when it doesn't have access. That makes some sense.
That would also make access.
Because this is Wikipedia's like
yeah
example image. So okay, that makes some sense.
Way more sense. I'm sorry for roasting you, but also.
Yeah.
Not entirely sorry.
Final proof we're not the same person. Boy.
Yeah.
That's fair too.
It would be wild if you had head of OP, head of dev, and head of like standard format creation.
All in
one person. That's way too much work. That's way too much. Anyways.
Okay, yeah, I know everything this is sample image, but people do weird things. People love to make memes out of samples.
Love to make, like this is. And like I don't know SSJ Speed Racer. Like I haven't met Speed Racer in person yet, but this is 100% a thing that I feel like someone
would do as a bit.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, you're all good. It's fine. If I didn't want to get roasted, I would show you my runner play. I mean, look, when we do a replay review, hopefully we can do one of my runner play this weekend, and I'm not going to be kind to myself. I'll say that much. My runner play is atrocious.
Yeah, I was thinking like I should record some games. I was hoping like we could do this in place of me practicing. We didn't get to practice much. Anyway, so we're playing Sab here versus Milius U. Mulligan. This is
Well, let's
Full
before
mulligan to me.
hold on. Before we talk about mulligan, right?
Yes.
We should talk about what the strategic goals of the matchup are for as Seb.
We should. That being said, I don't know this matchup that much because I haven't played it.
Yeah,
I'm going to guess.
let's. I mean, like, let's for a moment say we could say it's Leo, which is not the same deck, but
right.
you know, a kind
Let's
of
say that it was a Glacier matchup where they couldn't recur cards.
Yeah.
frequently. We would basically want to make sure that we have a decent amount of econ. We are fine going slower, and then we can basically focus on knocking out key pieces of ice. We want to be very specific with our Devil Charm usage to basically hit the most impactful pieces of ice.
Okay.
So like we want to go a little bit slower, but then we know that once we build up our engine, we're going to be pretty powerful and probably be in control of the game. But that's also Seb in a nutshell.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and this hand has no economy, no draw. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. This hand is Devil Charm, Amanuensis, Tungsten Tailor, Valentina, rest of the name I forget, and it's cut off, and Privileged Access.
Yeah.
Which we will sometimes call Praxis, even though I don't love it.
This is a medium mulligan, I think, because you're looking for draw and economy. I think that's no different in basically any.
That is true of
list.
literally every runner list.
Exactly.
Yeah. And hey, we hit it. We hit.
We hit it. We
transfer
hit it
2 Steel Guns, a Strike Fund, and a Raindrops. That is a very nice mulligan.
Yeah, this is a great hand. We're good with this. So, should we say what we're planning on doing? I don't know. We can just do it.
Well, let's just do it.
Let's just do it. So the Corp spends their turn going Petty Cash for click 1. Then they install a piece of ice protecting HQ, and then install a piece of ice protecting archives.
And just to be clear, because I know we said it, but we said it kind of in passing, this is Melius U as the corporation.
Corp ends their turn with 7 credits and 3 cards in hand.
Yep.
And I don't think we need to go over what server they choose. In fact, it's probably better if we don't even look at it, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So start our turn. Let's see what Speed Racer. Oh, I guess we should talk a little bit about like what think we're gonna do.
It's
first.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, to me, like, I probably am looking at Raindrops Cut Stone on HQ because, yeah, losing the transfer is probably not great, but they'll siphon themselves. And we're gonna get so much value off of any net damage that we hit on stuff.
Yeah, we're super happy to basically face check here.
Yeah. We have 3 payoff cards for face checking.
Yeah, and like if they res the ice, then we know if the transfer could land, if it doesn't knock it out of hand. So lots of reasons 2 Raindrops first here. HQ, that's what we see.
That's Tatu Bola. That's fine. Obviously, probably a card that you don't like. It's a good card against you, I feel like, because you don't want to be investing resources on it, and it's going to make them.
It's
fine. Make the credit
denial
less potent.
It's fine. So Raindrops Custone gets 1 trigger off of the end of the run from Tatu Bola, and we draw into a Shirk Gamble. And from here, I think we just
gamble,
play Steel Skin, and then likely gamble and one other card.
Yeah, I guess Steel Skin.
You're right. Usually it's gamble and then Steel Skin because it started turn, but because we have this stone drops.
Yeah.
This
is it's funny. I was like thinking about like, and this is I'll try to get this in short. Like the how do you get better at Netrunner? And it's like, or it wasn't about how you get better at Netrunner, but it's like how do you get good at things? And it's like, oh, your brain just starts shortcutting and learning lots of patterns.
Yes.
And so it's like, oh, like while I don't think I'm a particularly good Netrunner player right now, but I think I am still a solid player because I spent all this time learning all these other patterns, and they're very fun.
I'm 100% still running on the fumes of 2014 through 2016.
Yeah,
because I'm doing way too much other work to get regular practice in.
Yeah.
So yeah, Steel Skin first, great.
Yeah.
We draw into the Tungsten Tailor, Gourmand, and Devil Charm. And here we have 2 clicks with, I think we're going to end up discarding one of these, right?
We can install any card here or play the Strike Fund for cash.
No, we have 7 cards. So so we have perfect.
Yeah.
And I think that this is very clearly a Gamble Gourmand angle.
Yeah, I think Gamble Charm is also fine. It's not probably as good, but
I don't like showing that we have access to Charm to the Corp.
Okay.
That's the reason to have pull Devil Charm back. The reason to install it is because if you think that the game is going at a pace fast enough that you need that click to install now rather than later.
Okay,
that's but like we're early enough in. Yeah.
Yep. So Corp just spends a click to draw and then installs a card in your remote, and installs a piece of ice protecting that server.
Ends their turn with 6 credits, 3 cards in hand.
Yep. Let's see.
So we start our turn with 10 credits
Yeah.
as the runner, 5 cards in hand. And with this new thing in the server, do we think that the corpse is presenting much of a threat here?
Not a ton, but at the to me, so there's I don't know every Melius U list. Like there's a part of me that's like, oh, if this is a humanoid resources, it'd be nice to go and make them pay for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna be. I think you could totally say, hey, you know what? I want to play my Steelskin Scarring, see if I can get some powerful setup going. I think for me, I'm probably running server 1 because I still have cards I don't hate. Like maybe this is my less matchup experience. I'm like, I'm like, I have some backup Devil Charms if I don't have everyone in this matchup. It's okay, but like that might be that.
No,
be,
you want all 3 of your Devil Charms in this matchup in a big way. When when they have large ice and it's like glacier like this, so you kind of need to be careful where your Devil Charms go because you do only get 3. I think.
So like to me, like it's like I would like to keep them honest on the server because they don't have that many credits. They forgot to play a petty cache. Which is going to happen in real games. Yeah. And so let's exploit that, right? Yeah. This is a mistake that, like, it is a mistake. It's your opponent didn't play optimally, but, like, it's going to happen in every tournament you go to. Someone's going to forget to play a petty cache, not calling myself out or anything. So, like, to me, I'm like, if I install Devil Charm and run server 1, it's mostly good outcomes for me here. And so I'd like to do that, and then I have good pieces to keep setting up if I don't get much, if that doesn't produce that much value for me.
I think I don't want to lose the Tungsten Tailor, which is almost assuredly a 1-of in the deck. Losing the Devil Charm is not the end of the world. Arguably, maybe losing the Tungsten Tailor is like better than losing the Devil Charm, but Tungsten Tailor does do a lot here, especially with things like Tattoo Bolo that we see, because it means that we don't have to take a tag from crew to blow up the Tattoo Bola. And we're looking at the Tattoo right now and going, the Tattoo is the only thing standing between us and a transfer. So I think that what I'm probably doing here is just literally click to draw probably twice.
Not playing the Steelskin?
No, I don't think so because we already played 1. I don't know.
Because to me, it's like if I'm clicking, it's like to me, I'm like, oh, I want to if. And like I think that's a reasonable line to say because you're right. I also kind of forgot that like if we hit a crew here, suddenly we get to transfer, blow up this Tattoo Bola, and the game looks really interesting.
And like really so, the thing is, we don't. The reason why I'm thinking about the Steelskin Scarring is we don't know what the MU is like. So if we hit bite on a critical turn, the difference between having Steelskin in hand and going up cards can be like the difference of like the click compression in those specific turns. So I think it's the difference between how quickly do we need to set up in this game now versus how much do we think like individual like Earthquakes are going to compress later.
And I think there's a reasonable point of like, most Melius U are probably going to be on Charlotte as their main remote econ. And so an unadvanced card in server 1 is just not that threatening. And so playing a slower line makes sense.
Humanoid resources could be the other thing that we don't want to see here, but whatever.
Yeah. So Speed Racer plays a Steelskin Scarring, draws into an Audrey, an Iru, and a Sure Gamble.
Next click.
I'd probably want to click to draw. They install an Audrey. They run R&D.
Run R&D?
Which
we'll just run through it.
Yeah, right, and then run R&D.
We just send the message.
Yeah. Okay. Somehow Melius U is not on the open R&D. And then a Bodo gets rezzed on server 1. From the free send a message, and then last click is going to be a Sure Gamble that we drew.
Okay, so click 1 Steelskin, drawing 3. Click 2 install Andre. Click 4 run R&D.
Click 3 run R&D.
Click 3 run R&D, stealing the send a message.
Yeah, I guess the idea there was like, if I see anything else, I'll trash it with Gourmand, get my Andre counter, and then like in theory threaten server 4 on my last click if I want.
Right. How many? I don't know how many trashables are in MU all the time. I guess
I mean Gourmand makes everything a trashable.
That's true, right? Because we had the Gourmand already installed, right?
Yep,
totally. Yep.
Yeah. So like, I think this is fine. I don't like it's a different line than either of us would have taken, but I'd have a hard time saying this line's like so massively worse. Like it's
just. I mean, I think that this is good. I think that also the thing about the MU not being on R&D is like you do know that they only have an archive, like a petty cache bin at the moment. It's not exactly like you're worried about them recurring that. So I think that seems better. That's the best. I just for some reason forgot about the Gourmand was installed.
All right. Corp plays petty cache, clicks to draw, installs a second card in server 1.
Okay.
So
I think that we're still in a good position here.
yeah. Yeah, it's like that server is now looking more like a Charlotte Lacosta, but we don't have a lot of tools to contest it, so just click and draw here still seems good.
I think the other thing is that it could be void. It's like just going to be whatever art like upgrades or whatever was found by the corp at this point. I haven't played this matchup enough to know exactly what happens in the long game, but it's like if they get one tick off of Locos to Charlotte, is that a problem for you? Like how much of a problem does that spiral into?
Yeah.
We're just gonna check R&D first, which I think is still fine given.
Yeah. Melius is going to fire. There was nothing in there before. See a measured response. I think actually this question is, do you trash this with Gourmand or credits? I would lean towards credits here on 10, but maybe we don't have that much econ in hand, so trashing for free and drawing a card is better.
Seb does tend to run fairly low on credits in general. I think the question is, do you need to specifically trash other things? I think that the best things to trash off of Gourmand here would probably be ice.
Yeah.
So I am inclined to pay for it.
Which is what Speed Racer does, and then runs back, which I think is the correct thing to do if you're going to pay with credits there. Sees a Hansei. I don't know if I'm necessarily trashing a Hansei review here, but it's fine.
It's fine. I think that the counter's pretty valuable. Yeah, I don't know. The only other thing is that privilege access is on threat 3 at this point, which is very nice.
Oh.
So we can get the Gourmand back.
Yeah.
We just have to watch out for fly swatters.
Yeah.
So now I think that we should run through what the clicks are and then we'll see what happens. I think them.
Tungsten Taylor install and then transfer on HQ.
Great.
Yeah. This makes sense. I don't love transferring in through a Tatu Bola, but like it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you're Seb, so you get extra value.
Yeah, we get extra value out of this, and then we're going to install an Eru, which is also a thing that we could let Milius you trash.
Yeah,
which is totally fine. So this is last click. We see a Lacosta from the access after the transfer, and the Tatu Bola did get replaced.
Yeah. I'm probably leaving this Lacosta because if there's a Lacosta at hand, there's almost certainly a Lacosta in server
guaranteed. 1. Yeah, this is really nice access because we actually know now one of the cards in server 1.
Oh, okay. Speed Racer does choose to trash it, which I like. If you're committing to then running server 1 next turn, I think is fine. But it's definitely a little committal of a lot of money.
I don't think so because I think it's a lot of money, especially when you're not fully set up yet.
Yeah.
The other thing is that you are playing versus MU, like. They are very likely to get, if they need a Lacosta back at some point in this game, they're likely to get a trigger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, I think it's probably not the best. Lacostas, if I see a Lacosta in hand, the only reason I would trash it is if I've already trashed the one that was in the remote already, and then I'm definitely saving myself click. But especially with like a Bodo that is not going to be fun to get through even at strength 3 with an Audrey, like you're still spending both virus counters or taking quite a bit of damage to get through the Bodo.
Yeah, I guess this is for the virus counter then.
I guess
maybe.
I
don't know. I would just like to be able to find a crew soon.
Yep. Yeah. So Corp's turn is click to draw a card, click to install a card, and plays a Hansei review. So Corp is ending on 14 credits with 1 Ice Archives, 1 Ice R&D, 1 Ice HQ, a Res Bodo on server 1 with 2 cards in server 1, and there was no Lacosta resed, very interestingly.
There is no Lacosta res, which is pretty interesting. I mean, I think very likely that signals there's probably a Lacosta in server 1.
Yeah.
There's almost really no Charlotte or other agenda that could actually get value.
If so it's probably a second upgrade.
Yeah, it's probably a void.
Or maybe a snare. Like,
sure.
But, like, I mean, genuinely, I think, like, don't worry, like, don't spend that many cycles thinking about where the snare could be. It's not going to help you.
If it was a snare, I think I'm probably upgraded. I'm resing the Lacosta and I'm putting the advancements on it.
That's fair, too.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. So we start our turn. We are tagged 7 credits, Strike Fund, Double Charm, and Steel Skin in hand. think
we're happy to
I
click
would
to
like to
draw,
set up.
right?
I would like to see more
Yeah.
cards from our deck.
Yeah, sorry, I've zoomed in a little too much so we can't see how many cards, but there's 32 cards left in the stack, and it's turn
Or
4. So, yeah,
it's not bad because
it's
we
not
ended up
bad.
drawing like 2 steel skins. Like
We've
played
hit
2
all.
steel skins
We've
so
played
far.
2 steel skins, and we hit the third here.
Right, which is why, yeah.
But like, we probably want to be doing some more draw. Probably we'd like to hit our amanuensis. So yeah, click to draw. Click to draw.
Click to draw.
Run
Run
HQ.
Let's just run it through, and then we'll see. Hit
Bodo resed. This is definitely not ideal, but not that bad because of the tungsten, and Bodo is not at threat 4 yet, so it's only 3 strength with the tungsten tailor.
Yeah,
so it's
a single card from Audrey, which is the steel skin. We get back. Oh, sorry, we end up drawing into Hannah and amanuensis.
But we do have to spend both counters on the Audrey, which is pretty expensive in this matchup because we can't.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you probably maybe only need to spend one.
And
like I think the counter is more important. Yeah, like your risk. I guess with 2 double germs in hand, it's really bad. So
yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
See a spin doctor.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's great. That's great. That is not, I would say, the expected outcome. I think a lot of the time.
Yeah. And then we're installing the amanuensis. At least I am installing the amanuensis.
Okay, we're running archives now that we've seen that so I guess maybe the thought would be that this is a Regenesis play, but I'm kind of like, you know what? This is a turn I'm okay letting Regenesis go rather than
I guess so. Run. So what? Homsate was played last turn, and that's why we think the agenda.
Yeah, and that we trash a spin doctor from hand, I guess. Okay. And also Melius U was on archives.
Right.
So it's like they're trying to protect archives. So like this is trying to make a read. I think it's a pretty aggressive read in a way that like I'm not, but we'll see. An enemy gets rezzed. I'm assuming so we take the 2 net and we break the enemy. I don't think I would break the enemy here. I would just take the damage.
We're definitely taking the damage.
We're gonna see 2 cards in archives. It's a big deal and a Lacosta that we're face down.
Yeah. Okay. So that turn, if we go back to the beginning of it, we draw twice. So we were doing the setup portion that we were talking about, but then we go aggressive. And I think that we go aggressive in a way that doesn't fully like I'm not seeing really what like the game plan is here. The other thing is like we do have cards that we don't really want to lose in hand. Mm-hmm. So like I guess I'm thinking about this from what is the upside of these runs? Why are we doing these runs? Like what is the expected value of them? I don't see a value that's particularly better than what we got other than like hitting an agenda, managing to go to 6 points and just like winning out in that way. But like I think that we want to be drawing more because we are we imagine we hit a single crew here from like drawing off of some of these instead of using clicks to run.
Yeah, if
we just blow up the Bodo and now they don't have any server and now we can pigeonhole them into
if they don't have a remote server, like the game Melius U without a remote server is not a deck that we have to worry about, right?
Right.
And so like especially because we got an early send the message off of a single, like end this Bodo is just unprotected and very easy to go and attack.
Yeah.
Like so if we instead of doing these 2 runs, if we just kept drawing until we found a crew, like next turn we'd still be in a really good spot to just completely blow up that server and recharge the Audrey if they install an ice protecting that server.
Yeah.
Like we'd be in a very nice spot.
Yeah, and I think if you're gonna do this run
being the archives run or the HQ run?
Well, I don't know. I just I mean definitely both, but but
we also didn't get the amanuensis down.
Well, we didn't because we lost it to the damage here, but
yeah, and it's like we after the HQ run, which like I think an argument is like, oh, this was if you read this as this was swap, so it is not the Tato Bolo we know. It could be a second, and if this is a Tato Bolo, I actually think this run is fine. It's not great for your
I
actual
mean,
win, but like,
we don't know what it is. Like this could be a Cloud Eater, and our game becomes way worse.
yeah,
Like unironically, a Cloud Eater res here
yeah, because we don't
would be
want to take
really
3
bad
net. We
because
don't, and we can't take 2 extra tags because
the
we're
problem is
2
we
in the
are
hole.
currently tagged,
Yeah.
and then taking more tags is terrible for Seb.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're not in a position where we should be face checking ice onto centrals. I don't think that the reds are valuable enough. And also there is the server one which we could go and basically ensure that we get counters back onto our Audrey and remove whatever play they have going there.
Yeah.
I guess if they have void, then you don't get the counters back. But like, yeah, I think we just move on.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Click 1's petty caches. Click 2 hedge funds. Click 3 draws a card. So the Corp has nothing going on. They've no
really
board
got
stuff.
nothing going on.
So, boy, we just want to be drawing, getting that crew,
Yes,
blowing up
we
server
just
1.
set up.
Like we're so that's the most important thing to be doing right now. Click to draw a solidarity badge. Click to draw a Gormon. That's great. Click to draw a friend of a friend. That's fine. Got 1 click left. Probably just install the Gormon, then move on.
Yeah.
Solidarity badge is fine. I'd probably wait.
Yeah, I think that Gormon's more useful.
Yeah.
Like more immediately useful. Solidarity badge, we need probably the Gourmand in play to make use of it.
Yeah.
I think maybe the thing here is hiding the information that you have a Gourmand, but I think at this point...
Yeah, I guess that lets you recharge the Audrey sort of easily, but like you're not actually... With 2 res Bodos, a face down ice on R&D, and then an enemy on archives, like you don't have an... Even showing that you have a Gourmand isn't going to change your ability to trash a card. So Corp does petty cache, draws a card, installs a second ice on archives, and installs an ice on HQ. So I guess maybe something we should probably say is because we saw a big deal, this is probably some kind of Regenesis big deal line in the deck, maybe.
There's some deck that is 1 big deal, like 2 measured, I think is like
oh
the
right, because
influence
we've
or something
seen
like
measured
that.
as well, yeah.
And I don't remember exactly what that list is and what it's trying to do, but
yeah. Boy, we're gonna do real well on Saturday, aren't we?
Yeah, that's gonna be great. I think Meether said, I think Solidarity is better because you want both down anyways. Yeah, but I think that the Gourmand...
I want the card that does something...
That does something without requiring the other card to be installed.
If I am click compressed, I would rather have the card that does its own thing rather than the card that needs something else to work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So, yeah, Corp's turn was the... Yeah, so, did I just say Corp's turn? It was just... They played the petty cache.
This petty cache...
Drew a card, and then ice to archive and HQ. Yep. So HQ and archives both have an unresed ice and then a resed ice.
And their turn with 2 cards in hand and 12 credits.
All right. Do you click friend or friend for cache here? Like install it, click for cache to remove the tag here? Or do we, I mean, like, I think keep drawing and we'll hit a crew is also fine.
Yeah, I think that we don't necessarily need the friend money right now. The other thing is that friend is a great target to install with Seb's ability. So we don't necessarily need the cash. Like we're probably continuing to draw, hoping to find a crew, and then getting into server 1 and actually getting Audrey counters.
Yeah, so click 1, we drew a crew, which is good here. So I'm like, okay, we go crew. It's annoying because we actually need 1 more click. If we had not made those 2 runs, we could actually be doing this.
If we didn't have the 2 runs, we could have been doing this turn. But the other thing is, if we had the Gourmand installed instead of the Solidarity badge,
we could still go.
We could actually blow up. We could actually blow things up.
And even though we missed the Solidarity badge, draw/tag removal, it's not that bad.
Like, yeah, but I think that at this point where we are, where we have 3 clicks left, and we found the crew, I think that we're just simply setting up for that next time. So I think that we probably go Gourmand, double charm, remove tag.
Yeah.
Don't show the crew. Don't show that you drew crew, but and also don't install crew and enter turn tagged and everything.
Yeah. So
excellent.
Yeah. Didn't install the devil charm, but I think we can still going charm crew run is fine.
Yes, it's totally fine, and I think that it's also completely reasonable to not show that you have the double charm. Or you're not setting up for that.
Yeah. And Corp now goes draw, install an ice on R&D. So this remote doesn't have a lot of valuable stuff in it, clearly, but they're also not playing as if they're ever going to try and put a valuable thing on it, which I think is great for us. unless they're really all in on big deal. But I feel like there's a world where like they're not going to be able to big
Yeah.
deal enough to win the game.
So I think the
So
question here for me is, if Milius legitimately doesn't have a server, how are they winning?
yeah,
Measured or big deal? But how are they, like, if we just sit here and build up our board and they just don't have a remote and we're not a threat for it and they don't do anything, I'm not sure how they're winning the game.
yeah. They have to play big deal. They have to like set up a Regenesis play for 4 points with big deal, and
Sure.
then score a 5-3 with a big deal.
So they'd have to play it twice, and they only have one, and they have it in the bin currently. So
they have
they'd
it in the
to
bin currently,
get
and
it
it
back.
removes itself from the game. And we know that they could technically have the influence. They could either have one measured and two big deals, which seems unlikely, or one big deal and two measured, which seems way more likely.
And also, how many spins is that?
That would be one spin.
Is it just exactly one spin?
If it was the two big deal version?
I think that it's one big deal, two measured, which is 13, and then two spins, I guess.
Yeah, you're Melius. What do you need a spin doctor for?
Yeah, sure. Maybe putting but also they discarded the big deal. They discarding the big deal. I don't know. Like maybe they are actually just flooded. Like maybe like they just sitting there with agenda. It's very unclear to me.
But like this is the thing where it's like, oh man, this is the thing where I think a lot of people get wrong. It's like, oh, the corpse flooded. I need to go and attack the flood. No, if you just say they can't, like if you destroy the remote, they still will be flooded, and eventually they have to discard agendas or just can't do anything.
Patrick, I'm coming for your throne. Let's go. It's okay. So
I mean, this is just crew charm go, right?
I think that it is. I think that the reason why I'm hesitating is because I'm like, I think that we can do better. like the corp is literally doing nothing, so I'm kind of inclined to actually continue to do nothing and not just even blow up server one
yet. Keep drawing, just like get draw, get some wheels down at some point.
The fact that they haven't put a second ice on server one is throwing me off so much. But no, I think that we do probably take the opportunity to blow it up here.
Yeah.
So Devil Charm.
Why are we running archives here? I can't. Praxis is not that important when server one is right there. Server
this
one.
This isn't even Praxis. This is Iru.
This is Iru.
This is Iru.
Okay, so if we play the game of where are the agendas, they are in HQ if they're anywhere right now. The Corp has 25 cards left in R&D. There are 3 points in the score area. No cards have gone in archives. No cards have gone in server one for the longest time. There are agendas in HQ.
I'm glad that we have face cams on for this one.
SSJ Speed Racer did say, I think this might be the turn where I just goofed it super hard. Yeah, this is the turn where you goofed it super hard.
Also, love that you're submitting replays and willing to be subjected to critiques in general. Not fun to business, right? I think that is great to be able to like look at things and be like, yeah, I made a mistake. That's okay.
Yeah. Fortunately, I actually think the Corp bails us out here because they arrested Tatubola, so we can just bounce and then make the correct decision on our next click.
We can. I don't think that that's what we're going to... Please don't use the crew on this. Please don't use the crew on this. Please don't. No.
Okay, so we crewed a Tatubola.
It's cool. Let's keep
We're now going to take a damage on an enemy. That's fine.
Yep.
We lose the other Devil Charm.
Yep.
That's you know what? It's price of doing business.
Okay.
We're now going to see 2 cards off of R&D. Milius U was on archive, so they get to manipulate the top one. We see a Charlotte. Okay, nice. We have 2 credits, so we're probably gourmanding this.
Okay. We should trash. Like the premise of this is that we're going to trash all of your ice.
Yep. So we paid 2 credits to trash the Charlotte, which is also fine because we can now gourmand the Atini that we hit next. So we are on 0 credits, 2 clicks. We do draw into a strike fund, so we have 2 credits, which is good. 2 credits is nice. We did just give up our crew and not really change the actual board state, which is a sad thing to do when you have a crew.
All right, so here's my pitch. I think that what we do is
just keep going.
I think we should speed through the rest of the game and see if there's anything else that stands out to us. And what we can do is we can come back to this turn, and I think that we can talk about at a macro level. Look, we all know that this is a mistake, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. But I think that important lesson here is not just like what would we do differently, but like, why is this a mistake?
Yeah.
What are the pieces of this that we can learn and extrapolate like to other games and other game states?
Yeah. Just for
Don't even think that this is the turn where I really blow it, LOL. Well, in that case, I do want to talk about this slightly. No, we'll keep going.
We're gonna
and then
keep
we'll go
going.
back.
Corp makes a new server. I can't think of a Melius U that wants to make a second server, but we have done so. We're gonna keep drawing. We draw into another crew, and we take the. We blow up. We really want to blow up archives here. We're really dedicated to blowing up archives.
Blown up archives. We're seeing more cards off of archives. We see an enemy and a hedge fund.
Yeah, we're gonna keep drawing. We've got 2 tags now, which is not a good place to be.
We have 2 tags, 1 credit.
Yeah, Solidarity Badge is going to remove one of these tags, which will then give us a second credit because we have Valentina down.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
So, and Corp now, honestly, the Corp does probably the nicest possible thing here and redoubles the ice on archive and puts an upgrade there. So I just don't think I understand what's happening.
Let's keep going.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Okay.
So click to draw, credit, and install Gorbond.
Sure.
Corp draws.
Chat calling out that server 1 probably has a snare in it. Maybe, I don't know. I still think blowing with the remote is still still part of how you win the game, even if there's a snare in the remote.
I mean, to also say that like the play of just sit there and do nothing is still better than all of this because they aren't doing anything and they lose the game if they don't do anything.
Yeah, so we are now finally doing some slow setup stuff. We're on 0 credits again, but we did get to put down a friend of a friend, so we have friend on board. We're actually gonna click gain 1 million friend of friend, get a crew down. Corp is still doing nothing, just drawing. They've now put a second card in server 2. So we're actually this looks great because now, and they overwrote a card and advanced the card in server 2. This is actually almost perfect for us because we've skipped through some things, so we skipped a bunch of turns. So the board state now is Melius U has made server number 2. It has a single piece of ice in front of it and a card that's install advanced. SHA Speed Racer, the runner, has no credits here. An Audrey with 2 counters, a Gourmand, a Tungsten Tailor, a Devil Charm, and a friend of a friend. I'm just trying to list the relevant big pieces. There's also Valentina out and an Iru out. And we also have a crew in hand. So to me, this looks amazing in that we get to go friend of a friend for, what is it? How many credits did you put on this card? 9 credits. Hey. And we get a free crew down.
I think that it was the correct number when all things said. Clearly, it's been the correct number. I'm just saying. It's not like Seb is completely broken because this card.
No, I know.
You know,
it's
the Anarch resource that gives credits and the cost clicks trashes itself and gives credits where I did get the numbers correct rather than the other one where I didn't get the numbers correct.
Though I mean, Seb was part of the reason the numbers on that card are incorrect. I think
it was
for a while.
It was part of the reason why we thought that it might be too much because it seemed like something that we're talking about Rent Riders. Rent Riders seemed like at 10 credits it might be too much, but I think that was actually just playtest. Like one of those classic things are better in playtest than they actually are, and not properly compensating for that.
Yep. Your econ cards I think often playtest better because everyone's playing such janky decks. But then econ cards over.
I think specifically runner econ cards actually. That was part of my lesson. It's like
that's fair.
Runner econ cards playtest stronger because all of the decks are jankier, and when runner econ is like when you have just a runner econ card that makes your deck better, and if the corp is like kind of janky and is missing things, that's going to get exploited by the econ. So all right.
So we click the crew, we click to draw. That's fine. I don't think we're gonna, as long as we now make the run, that's fine. Some extra cards in hand. I'm sure it's relevant for stuff.
The third Bodo gets res.
So that's pretty nice. We're gonna Devil Charm, blow it up.
We blew up a Bodo.
And now we're gonna see a Charlotte get res and pop. That's okay.
I love that server 1 is still here somehow.
Yeah.
Watch it be like an actual Regenesis, and the corpse just like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're just chilling.
So yeah, drawing. So I think actually we're just gonna keep going forward
I
here.
say let's keep going. Let's just.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to how this game ends. So server one gets overridden. Keep going. We draw. We play a Hannah. We Hannah the server one. We get through to Bodo. A Charlotte gets rezzed. A Void gets rezzed.
Sure, we take a tag.
We take a tag from the Hannah. We raindrops R&D.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
raindrop
it's fine.
armor dice. I mean, we know that it's not going to be the thing.
Yep. Okay. The Charlotte gets overridden. So I'm very tempted to just look at this boomerang play here, but I
think that the big thing. Okay.
I don't know if this is actually that critical, but
here's the thing that I want to call out. There are 10 cards in R&D. There are 3 cards in HQ. There's 6 face downs in archives. There's 1 card installed in server 1. So there are 17 unknown cards. We have 1 agenda that we've stole. Where the hell are the agendas? There's only one place where the agenda... Well, I shouldn't say there's only one place. There's only so many places where the agendas can be at this point. So, like, the Corp's got to do something. They're certainly not winning right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think there are multiple ways to apply pressure to the Corp here. There's probably... I think there is a best one, but just pick one and do it here.
That's not it. That's not the one. That's run archives was the play here. I think it gets bounced by the knowledge seeker.
Yep. And then we're okay. So I'm assuming server 3 has to be a spin doctor here because somehow still nothing has happened.
I'm so confused by this game.
I'm so confused by this game too. Corp has effectively no money here.
I have 10 credits.
They're finally advancing card in server 1. This is a new card, to be fair. It's not the card that's been there the whole game.
Right. There's 6 cards left in R&D. Server 1 literally has to be an agenda. If it's like a Charlotte and then they draw, they're literally just losing the game.
Yeah. Do we have all of our crews gone?
We do.
All 3 crews gone. And we're not really doing our archives here because we can't get through a knowledge seeker.
Yep.
Because we lost a boomerang somewhere. That we did have in hand, which would be really nice here. Though I guess I was...
Okay, we run archives. I'm mostly... The answer that I want at this point is where in the world are the agendas? I want to know more information about what the Corp is doing. Actually...
This is not the...
Can we, for the sake of time, check out the Corp view?
Yeah.
So that I can just understand what in the world is happening.
Let's look at archives. There are 9 points in archives. There's 2 Fujis and to send a message in archives.
Okay. And there are multiple snares, which probably indicates... Okay, and there's a Regenesis in hand.
Yeah.
So...
A Regenesis in hand and a Regenesis.
So there's a Regenesis. That is how... Okay, I have a... Great. Understood. Now things make more sense to me.
Yeah, that's why I actually... I wasn't going to go as hard on the run archives play here, because... It was hard for all of those cards in HQ to be agendas.
Oh, I didn't think they were in HQ.
Yeah. No, they were. I mean, they were. Yeah, they were. To me, they were always in R&D and archives. And...
Yeah, R&D and archives, and the thing is, you could pressure. The thing is, here's the thing: how in the world is this Corp winning? Just in general, you could just run server 1. They have 3 cards in hand. They're limited on money. They need a big deal to have money. You can just run through their void, trash server 1. I still have no idea how they're winning this game.
Yeah, and it's earlier, if we had trashed the void and eaten the snare that was presumably in server 1, we'd be so happy right now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, I think that I don't know if we want to physically go back so that we see it.
Let's just quickly tab through everything. They do score Regenesis.
They score a Regenesis.
Yeah, and then they clicked for a credit rather than... I don't know. They don't install another threat in server 1. So we actually still are not losing this game because there's 2 cards in R&D. So we probably actually have the line of run R&D, hope to trash it, we'll run R&D again.
If we have...
But instead we're going to run archives for reasons I don't understand. Card in server 1, single advanced. So now we actually
Can we just score him on R&D,
Please score him on R&D.
Can we please score him on R&D? Please, just do it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean,
take the damage. It doesn't matter. The snare. Oh my god, this is so funny. Wait, do we lose? Wait, please.
No, I think we
Do we have the cards in hand? Okay.
we resolved snare.
Okay,
And then
that would have been
so
so
funny
funny.
if we lost.
That
Yeah.
would have been so funny. Okay, well, so I think that if we look back into this mid game, that turn we where we started fast forwarding, and I think actually if we can go back there to basically give people the state of things, like turn, like count, car, like our count and everything. But
It was this turn. Sorry.
I want, as we're speeding through things here, people can also see like what the runner's credit total is and how it's constantly low.
Yeah, it's between like 0 and 4.
Yeah, it's like 0, 4,
so
0,
many
5.
turns.
And like our resources are like also fairly limited. We don't have many counters on Audrey. Effectively, our options are pretty limited. And I think it actually all kind of goes back to we are past it because we trashed the spin from HQ. I think it goes back to like these
Here, do you
some
want
of these
do you
critical
want to
turns.
drive?
Sure, yeah. This would have to be pretty early in the game, I think, right? Yeah, because the Boto was res.
Yeah.
I think. Well, this is definitely one of. Was it this turn exactly? No, this was one of the ones that I didn't particularly care for.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. No, this was too early in the game for us to be like, oh, this is.
But we kind of got bailed out by being able to trash the spin because
yeah,
it is important for us to keep Audrey counters. We want crew. We want double charm. We want to be able to blow open archives for privilege access to then get those things back.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, we do make a weird run on archives here, so we did spend a lot of time on this turn, but this wasn't the turn that we felt like was the big throw.
But it's coming.
It's the next archives run, I think, where we felt like
that should install.
Yeah, Gourmand. This turn was fine because we had the crew. We just said we can wait, and then we install. Oh yeah.
Yep. This turn.
Okay,
it's
this turn.
So this is turn 7. We start with 5 cards in hand.
5 credits.
5 credits. The corp is on 12 credits. 4 cards in hand. The server one has been sitting around here doing nothing. We have a decent amount of information about like their board state, right? So this was double charm, crew, install crew, run archives, off of the eru tag. So like click eru to take a tag installing RSS crew here. I think that this is risking a lot for a low, like what could we hit here? What is the outcome? Like, what is this ice that is on archives that it's okay that we hit it and we're happy that we double charmed, crewed it?
And also our hand is double charm wheels, friend of a friend.
Yes.
So even just saying, oh, we're hard committed to taking the enemy damage, like we definitely want
Double
really
charm
strongly
and friend of friend.
double charm and friend of a friend.
Yep.
And wheels is honestly still pretty good in these click compressed matchups. It's not that like I wouldn't hate losing it, but like it's taking this click to lose it feels rough when that's the best card or when that's your worst card to hit in your hand. You're probably missing it. Like it's damage you probably could do something else with.
So I actually am scrolling back a tiny bit here because I think this actually also highlights my point fairly well, which is this run on on HQ, we actually end up spending a lot of resources on this. The Audrey counters is a resource. We spent credits on trashing the Spin Doctor to then get back the thing, and then this anemone we lose cards in hand, right? Including an amanuensis that could have drawn us into things like that we're about to hit into later. So if we had made some slightly different plays there, when we get to this point where we finally found our crew, we have more credits, more things on board, more of our engine put together, and we can definitively have the resources to safely install double charm Aerosos crew, run server 1. If we end our turn tagged, we have amanuensis ticking, and we're almost assuredly in full control of the game at that point. Because without the remote, I don't know how they're winning. We've already seen the big deal in archives.
Yeah, and I think like this is one of the things I would say is like against Glacier matchups, you don't have to just be running crew Devil Charm to make I'm gonna blank their remote your game plan.
Yeah.
Like it's not a thing that everyone or every faction gets to do, but there are plenty of criminal games where it's like I'm gonna use transfer of wealth to blank your blanket remote, and that's what the only thing that card is. I'm not going to run centrals for singles. I'm not going to run centrals to try and win the game on multi-access.
Right.
The way I'm going to win this game is I got ahead enough that server one's never going to be able to support.
Right.
Like, those are the games where it's like, oh, I got to snipe the Regulus, the humanoid resources. Like, the corp just doesn't have money.
Yeah, and
that's like the ideal corp plan. But like,
and I don't think you need to go play Seb and have that be your game plan every single time. But
no,
based off of what we're seeing the corp do, how they're behaving, what they're prioritizing, the fact that server one has had the same 2 cards in it for ages, we kind of know that we have the time to set up, and like, we're an engine deck. We should be favored in this matchup basically because we can get into things so reliably if we just have a load of Devil Charms in our Sarah Screws. So, yeah.
I mean, you do that as Crim, you lose to no. Okay, I think that's wrong on like a bunch of levels. That's how you lose to that's how Crim lose to Android. No, like you control the remote so that they don't get to keep, like, if they put an Anoetic in there, they're doing it the same, like it's coming at a cost, or they're not being able to put that in with the turn they need to protect. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't explaining myself well.
I think like Seb here has, into specifically MLSU, the ability to really say, like, unlike any other matchup, you actually have to be really careful about your ice placement and how you place your ice. And if you double stack all of your centrals, then like I can punish you for going really ice light, and I can just not touch your centrals so you never get a recursion trigger.
Yeah.
You're planning like, oh, I put big deal in it, that's how I'm going to win the game. Okay, well, I'm not going to touch your centrals.
And it's like and it's like you're saying, oh, not every sub game is going to be like this. Yeah, some games the Melius is going to, instead of putting like probably like 6, 7, 8, like 8 to 10 ice on centrals, they're going to put 3 ice on remotes. And in those games, you can both crew charm some of that, and then you can also say, oh, well, that means you have less ice on HQ, less ice on archives,
right?
So those are going to be my
those are the games where it's like, yeah, I'm blowing open archives, I'm putting all my things on archives. I don't even care that you're getting recursion triggers. I'm going to have Manuel like Eru, and I'm going to see most of the cards in R&D by the time this is done.
Oh, you can set the top card. Great, I'll see 2 cards and still come out ahead.
Yep. Like, oh, I have access to archives, which means you can't do an actual Regenesis play.
Yeah.
Out of your remote that's that many deep. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
We are somehow an hour through, and we're hoping to do a second replay. So we'll do this game might be faster. But this comes to us from Josie. They gave me some nice notes that I have not had a chance to look at again. I guess I could pull those up while you describe what we're looking at for the audio people.
So we have Bangoon. Josie is on Bangoon here versus Lou. Bangoon has 49 cards in deck. That's expected. Lou has exactly 40. So nice lean 40 card Lou. I think that. Okay, I have not played very much Bangoon.
Oh, oops! This was the wrong one. This is fine. Well, this will be a very short one then.
Okay, that's fine. I haven't played that much Bangoon.
I have lost to more Bangoon than I thought I would lose to in tournament settings.
In tournament settings,
I am 0 for 2 against Bangoon in tournaments. In like, not even in games that didn't matter, in games that were the difference between making top cut and not.
Well,
and it was
maybe
embarrassing.
It's good that we're doing this replay review for you.
Yeah.
So Bangoon starts with a hand of Greenmail, Tucana, Hedge Fund, Angelique, and Toxin. This does feel like a keep to me.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty nice hand.
Yeah. It seems like a great hand with the Tucana Greenmail, actually.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what the line for playing it is. Oh, actually, Sacrifice Zone makes this much easier, I think. Well, still not actually. I'm like, do I Hedge Fund, Toxin, and install an ice on HQ? I feel like that's probably my line here.
And then I think it's actually Hedge Fund, Toxin to expend Toxin to find 2 pieces.
Sorry, that's what I meant by Toxin.
Then yes, cool, yeah. Great.
That is in fact exactly what we do. We pull up Fenutria because, I mean, I get why that card is in the deck.
Yeah, I think I prefer the ice on HQ here.
I also prefer the ice on HQ.
Icing server one.
The icing server one, that's not going to do anything because actually you can play games where you just don't. So yeah, Runner actually has a 2 and 5 of just taking points away and taking
points away, but also finding a trashable. Like Tucana is a 1 trash that we do not want trashed here,
and even Angelique is still relevant too.
Yeah. So
okay, so now we draw into end of the line. So now we're going to go. I imagine Fenutria on HQ, Sacrifice Zone on the remote. Oh no, okay. Wait.
I'm generally fine with this.
Yeah, Angelique
Oh,
is I would
Angelique
have
is
put the
not what I was
Tucana
expecting. Yeah,
down,
Tucana
but
is what I was expecting. But
all right. Runner installs no free lunch, installs a boomerang. Pinhole threading.
pinhole threading is Angelique, sure. We
Sure.
do 1 meat damage off of this.
We do 1 meat damage off of Sacrifice Zone Expansion. We do 1 meat damage off of Angel. Oh no, wait. Runner can access.
No. Oh, if the
Runner
runner's
could access the
the
Sacrifice
sacrifice
Zone,
zone,
right? Because
but
this
might not
is.
be thinking that that's an Angelique.
Well, no, but
Oh,
they.
this is while rest.
Yeah, so
Oh, so they have to
Runner
know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
actually does live here 100% of the time, but they probably misclick and die. Yeah, they
Yep.
misclick and die because they can click on Sacrifice Zone Expansion. They
Yeah.
just don't know that they can. Um,
Well, that was quick.
so yeah, I guess I can pull up. I will quickly anonymize the other replay.
Well, I think we could also talk a little bit about
Sure.
this because I think that there's also lessons to learn in these.
Yeah,
Very,
I mean,
very fast
this
games.
install Boomerang and then pinhole a different server doesn't make sense to me.
That is a little bit confusing. It might be based off of what they were expecting. Like maybe they were expecting like a Daniela or something like that. I don't exactly know, but yeah, showing the boomerang also.
Oh wait, no, thank you, chat. Bengun will still fire if you pinhole threading access the sack zone. So the runner is dead both ways.
Oh, that's so funny. That's amazing.
I forgot that that's that
so
Bengun is
funny.
of course Bengun is access text so that it works. That's just funny that I forgot that.
And you do
Access the
you
card you
access
just
the
can't
card you just
trash or
can't
steal.
it.
So
That's so funny.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
well
really
that's
funny.
amazing. I'm glad that we saw this then because I
Yeah.
got to learn something.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like talking macro strategy here, right? From the Bangun perspective, I think that okay, we got a little bit lucky. We murdered them dead, right? But I
Yeah.
think that it's still really, really important to look at these and see like what could go wrong here.
Yeah.
And them not playing the pinhole, if they had steel skin in hand instead, they just boomerang, they run the server, we're probably down a whole bunch of like points and we don't have that many different ways of progressing. And sure, we have a phone tree and a line in hand, but that 2 count green mail play that we could have set up earlier to protect more things of ice later is now gone.
Yeah. I will say as the runner, like oftentimes you can just let Bangun get 2 points.
Yeah,
They're
for
not gonna
sure.
do like
That
not
is
gonna
the
do
correct answer
anything.
here.
Just do nothing here is better than contesting this remote.
Yeah.
Like there's an argument to make that you could say, "Oh, I have a boomerang. I've got no free lunch. Let's contest it now before the corpse like fully set up." But if you're gonna do that,
why?
do it with 2 cards in hand. Like you don't need to play the like genuinely. If you don't play the pinhole and just run server 1, I guess you lose to an enemy, and that's I guess an enemy or Saxo and Angelique are also reasons you lose. So it's like so if you have
I mean, you
all
just
these
end up
ways
dying
to
here,
yeah, if
but,
you have
like-
all these ways to die on the remote, just don't run the remote. Like
Yeah.
it's actually that straightforward.
I think what's weird is that during this turn we started with 4 cards in hand.
Yeah.
So like if we just went boomerang, because the no free lunch doesn't need to be installed preemptively here. It could just be boomerang, run the server. We have 3 cards in hand. We don't die to an enemy because we jack out.
Yeah.
We can take. Is Bangu 2 damage or 1 damage?
2 damage.
It's 2 damage.
Yeah.
With that being 2 damage, what? Angelique is 2 here.
Angelique would only be. Oh yeah.
No, Angelique is 2 while it's like installed.
Something.
I think that the answer is I think it's just what it would come back to. It's people like just let the corp get points. Like it's okay for the corp to get 2 points. It's okay for the corp to score over Genesis. You know what?
Sometimes, yeah, it's okay to let the corpse score 4 sometimes.
Like it's fine. 4 is not 7.
Yeah, it's the like I can take this line and I will lose immediately 60% of the time. Or like I mean, I guess a way to think about it also like, it's like okay, if I just let the corpse score 2 points here, yes, my win rate goes down. If I
in this game it goes up.
But right now, like I can the game has become harder for me because there's fewer points for me to steal and the corp is closer to scoring out, right? But if I die, the game is immediately over, right? And so it's the like, let's say you could just come up with a number. It could be say, oh, I think there's only a 10% chance I die running the server, which I think is very generous on a
Yeah, I
Saxon
agree.
Bangun
I agree.
unresed ice. Like, there's a lot of ways you die here, and it's like, okay, do I think that my win rate is worse than 40%? Right? It's like you
Right.
can do that
Yeah,
calculation right
exactly.
now. It's like,
Are we in such a bad position that we need to be taking this risk that could just lose us the game on the spot? And to be fair to whoever the runner is, I might do this on JNet because
yeah,
it's JNet.
yep. It's JNet, and I
It's
queued it into
JNet.
Bangun, and I just want to get out of this game. Like,
I might just be like, well, like I definitely did
yeah.
this in a JNet game to someone recently, and they were just like, I cannot believe that you face checked. Like you installed Shibboleth, face checked into like Alco, and I was like, yeah, you're right. I just
Uh,
wanted to click buttons.
yeah. I was in my monkey mode. I wasn't
Yeah.
in my I'm thinking about this game analytically mode.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think maybe we've saved ourselves from doing the third replay here.
Yeah,
Unless
I
I mean,
think
like, we could load it up, but you need to get to. You have some travel to do before you can get to bed and
I
stuff.
do. I do.
So,
I
cool.
do. Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. I will get the podcast feed going again. Sorry, uh, it's like just enough work, and I keep forgetting to hit record at the right time, and then yada 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 yada. You guys don't want to hear excuses. I'll get that going again. Apologies, folks. Um, what else? I could make you do it. You have none of the stuff you would need to do it, but I could still make you do it, and then everyone could yell at you instead. Um, but yeah, I think next week we're gonna be back to measured response. I think it's gonna be the week before a ban list, maybe 17th is the ban list, right? Or that week is
it
the
is that
ban
it is that
list.
week next week. Next week is
Next week.
when the ban list is coming out.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it'll be the
Yes.
week before it may or may not have come out by the time we do our episode.
I don't think it will have come out by the time we do our episode just because of when the articles typically get released
Yeah,
in the week, but
yeah,
I haven't started writing yet. I don't know what's on the ban list yet, so like
yeah,
it's gonna be great.
yeah.
I love writing articles in one day.
Yeah. You guys are in for a fun one because it's a weird one to figure out. I'll
Yeah,
say
it's
that
gonna be
much.
fun. Oh, but we'll get more data this weekend.
We'll get more data this weekend,
And
and people, if the ban list is out for some miracle, you can yell, you can come at us with your ban list takes. If not, we already have a bunch of people calling for ban lists, and I have certainly gotten baited into the conversation.
that's true.
So I think we'll have plenty to talk about next week in a more normal measured response or a more measured response question and answer style thing. So we will see you all next week. If you're here for the Boston and Cambridge mega cities, I'll see you on Saturday, as will Safer. So,
Yep.
cool.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. Say bye, Safer.
Bye, Safer. Bye, chat. Bye,